Okay, we are ready to finish up stuffed peppers. Okay, I left one stuffed pepper over so that way you can see exactly what I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little breadcrumbs. I'm going to throw some breadcrumbs over that, just on the top. And what that is, it's just going to kind of hold the meat and the stuff and give it a little crispier top. Okay, and then I'm going to throw a little bit of Parmesan cheese over the top, and I have all of those set. Let's just throw a little bit more over this one here. Okay, now leave that. I'm heating up my oil, which is olive oil and corn oil, and then the leftover meat, which I made meatballs. I'm going to fry those up. Now you can bake these meatballs or you can fry them. I prefer them fried myself. It's for the flavor for me, and I like them a little crispy on the outside. And then they don't have to just sit in that meat oil while they're baking. At least this way I can go ahead and pull them out, and then I can drain them and so forth. They don't have to cook in there. And they come out nice and crispy on the outside, and if I want to throw sauce over them, I can. Again, this is a meatless sauce. Now, what I wanted to go back to is when I made this stuffing, I forgot to add the little bit of rice. If you look at it really close, I've added just a couple handfuls of rice to that. And what that does is it kind of absorbs all the juice from the meat and some of the other vegetables and stuff that was blended up. And a little bit of rice, because I've already added the bread, the breadcrumbs, and all the other items. And we'll get into that after we're done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm looking for my oil to be hot, and I believe it's starting to get hot. What I do is I'm looking at it right here where it's starting to bubble. It almost looks like it's boiling, and then I can hear it popping. And then now you can hear it. You see how it's sizzling? So that's how I want my oil. Okay, so that way it doesn't stick so easily in the pan. Then I'm just going to take and go all the way around the pan and just keep putting these meatballs in. And then we'll get back to the outcome here in a second. And then I can watch it more clearly, and I need to have both hands able to, just in case I have an accident or something spills or something like that, I need to be prepared. Okay? So, again, that's important. So when you're cooking like this, or you're frying, or you're doing anything, if you have any small children around, you want to make sure your handles are out here away from the stove, so that way the child doesn't come by and grab it or something like that, because the plant will be cut about 1 inch, and 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So I should get about 4 or 5 slices of eggplant out of that. So that way when I bake it, you can do with the eggplant. Some people like it fried, some like it baked. But we'll work with that today. And basically they're boiling. I'm going to check my stove. You can see how the fire is under there. I'm going to turn it just a slight bit, so that way I can keep an eye on it. And then at the same time, you can see how our sauce is cooked. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up some things. And we'll get everything, as you can see, I have everything set up. So I want to go ahead and wash up some things while we're cooking this, and then I can keep an eye on it. And then when we get done, we'll see how everything goes. I'm going to cover these peppers up right now. I'm going to stick them in the oven, and then we're going to come back to it